Welcome to RouterForums.com member video series.
Hi, I'm Mike, one of the moderators on RouterForums.com. My shop is in my garage, and it's jammed to overflowing with my industrial tools and my woodworking items, plus overflow from the house. It's difficult to move around sometimes, but I still make sawdust and get the projects done. Today we know that dust collection isn't just something to make cleanup easier, it's a serious health issue. I wanted to build a device that incorporated dust collection, a bit guard, and a safety starting pin all in one. I built what I call the vac guard out of Baltic birch plywood because I had it on hand, but you could use any half-inch material that you have available. Once I had my pieces cut out, I stacked the two 3-inch wide pieces and placed the 2.5-inch wide pieces on either side and used a straight edge to get a location for sawing the box off after it was assembled. Now that I have this reference line marked, it's time to begin routing the pieces. I installed a 1/2-inch bit in my router table and set it to be 1/4 of an inch high. Then I adjusted my fence so that 1/4 of an inch was exposed. Using a push block for safety and to prevent tear out, I routed all 4 sides of the 3-inch square. The little bit of fuzz you see on 2 edges of the plywood will clean right off with a piece of sandpaper. The next step is to route both sides and one end of the long pieces. I mark the center of the 3-inch piece by connecting lines across the corners. Then I drilled the hole using a 2.25-inch hole saw. I dry fit the pieces to form a box. Note that the 2.5-inch side pieces are between the 3-inch top and bottom. Then I glued the box together. Rather than wait for the glue to dry, I used pin nails so I could move on quickly. Then I sawed the end of the box off following my reference line. I used a hole saw to cut out the plexiglass bit guard. This could also be done using a bandsaw. Cutting plexiglass always leaves nasty sharp burrs. I sanded the edges smooth. I fastened the plexiglass to the box by drilling and countersinking holes for the 2 number 6 by 1/2-inch screws. Once that was done, I attached the flashlight by using some hot melt glue. The shop vac hose fits securely into the 2.25-inch hole, and a quick grip clamp is the perfect way to attach this to your table. To give you an idea how much light this little 5 LED flashlight throws, I turned off the lights in the shop. If you can see this well with no other light, imagine how much it helps illuminate the area where you're trying to work. Setting up the vac guard for use couldn't be easier. Once your bit is adjusted to the proper height, turn the flashlight on, center it over your bit, and clamp it to your table. Now you're ready to route. The edge of the box is a perfect fulcrum, like a safety starting pin, to get you safely onto the bed.
Be sure to check out other member videos in the videos section at RouterForums.com/videos.